And there is also an award to be given to prominent people that contributed in one or the other to the development of Hausa society and Hausa language in general. And so we make it in a way that on the 21st of February, that was the day declared by UNESCO as International Day for Mother Languages. So to celebrate that day, we are going to use that avenue to, recognize the contribution of some prominent people, which in the invitation we have attached the list of the Nigerian awardees and the Niger awardees for the notice of the Vice Chancellor. And also that will be the finale of the conference. We are going to conclude the conference on that day and then present the awards to some prominent people. In Kano we have chosen Ibrahim Yahya as a post to them. Then the decision was to choose only one person. Then Sarkin Daura as a custodian of culture, and then Ibrahim Professor as ICT and literary expression. We will have Ala from the oral literary perspective. There's Giwa Damaja for the safeguarding of Palace language, Bayero, and so Kumasi, who's Garukwan Hausa. He's been in many ways helping the development of Hausa studies also. I think he was the former patron of the Hausa Center for Organized Studies. IG? Former IG? Yes. Kumasi. Ibrahim Kumasi. Okay. So first of all, we want to introduce ourselves, the two associations, before the Vice Chancellor, ASSAUNIL and NILWA, and also to extend our invitation for the conference. And we hope that the university will send representative that shares common interest, common view on the areas of expertism of the Professor Hambali Junju to give certain contribution. I can remember when Prince Charles is coming to Nigeria, there is this visual traditional art by this university in London. When we are about to translate those scientific shapes and whatever, the mathematical shape, triangle, rectangle, cycle, we couldn't get any book other than Hambali Junju's book. So British Council endorsed the book as the book for translating the scientific terms and so on and so forth. So there is a lot that we expect to see from the university that we don't know, and we want to share it across the border, not only in Nigeria. So we anticipate the patronage of the Vice Chancellor, his support, moral support and otherwise. So this is in a nutshell the question. And here is the Deputy Consulate General of Niger Republic in Kano, who endorsed coming here, and in fact he joined us in order to come and visit the Vice Chancellor. And this is the Secretary of the Association, Muhammad Usman. He was the student of Professor. He studied here. Yes. So and he's the Secretary of the ASSAUNIL in Niger Republic. There's Rabi Na'awa, who is a Chinese medical herbalist. He has a hospital in Katsina State, where a lot of people are patronizing the hospital, this Chinese herbal medicine. And he's also a literary writer. He wrote a lot of novels in Hausa. Then there is Ala Aminuddin Laden Abubakar, who is very well known. He's among the recipients, and he's also in the NILWA. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much again. So let me again, on behalf of our University Kano, welcome you to this university, and I think I'm happy, it is instructive that Hambali studied the two worlds, literally the Western world and the Eastern world, the Islamic world and the Europeanized, Westernized world, the Hausa world and the non-Hausa world, Niger Republic and Nigeria, and Kano and Bayero University in particular was one of the bases where Hambali stayed and made some good contributions to the development of knowledge here in this country before he moved to Sokoto and later to Ahmadu Bello University Zaria, but he was always moving around here. So I think it's good, it's noble. It is always noble to honor those who are not here, because it's clear that you are not seeking any favors from them. He has gone. He has not left billions to say you want to get something from their foundation. It's nothing. So you are honoring him for what he did, and like most of our elders here and like most of the greatest people in the world, the prophets and so on, we honor him not because he left money, not because he held the highest office, but because he left some values, academic, intellectual. He tried to change something, to change society from his own way. So we congratulate you for this courage. We also thank you for bridging, trying to cement this existing relationship. I remember in 2008 when Yoweri Museveni, the Ugandan president, came to Kuru to give a convocation lecture when we were graduating from NIPS, and he told us then that he was coming from Eradua. He saw Eradua in the night, and they were discussing Eradua's plan to resuscitate railway in Nigeria from Lagos to Kauranamoda. He says to come, and Yoweri Museveni told us publicly at the meeting. And Jonathan was then vice president, and he was at the meeting. He was chairing the meeting. He said he told Eradua that why should the railway stop somewhere in Kauranamoda or even in Katsina? He says you have to extend this railway through to Niger, to all the areas of Niger, because Nigeria, northern Nigeria, and virtually the whole of Niger are the same territory, and that they are the same market, and that you cannot divide them. And there is a lot. In fact, I got this notion of extractive industry versus non-extractive industry attitude from him, from that lecture, where he talks of happiness being something that when you share it, then you seem to have more of it. If you spread happiness, you yourself get happier and you seem to share it more. He says our problem in Nigeria and in Africa is that we view our things from an extractive industry perspective, where you think, okay, this is gold, and this gold is only available here, it's close to me, and the fewer of us who will share it, the better for us. If more people come, we are not likely to get much share. But knowledge, education, commerce, that's why he says in business, you cannot approach it from this way. You want customers from all over the world. When the Western world comes to us, it's not because they like us. When the Chinese keep coming to us, it's not because Chinese like us, particularly because we are black, because they like us, but because we are part of their market. Yes, yes. And they need us, and we need them. So Nigeria and Niger, I'm very happy with this relationship. We have already discussed with Professor Abdullah Uba Adamu. Inshallah, they will formally come, and a representative of the Vice Chancellor, I've already told him that the time I will not be available, but that either a Deputy Vice Chancellor or the Dean of Postgraduate School will lead a team to Niger to represent this university there. And Professor Abdullah, of course, and who again from the university, and I think Professor Mukhtar Yusuf, Professor Mukhtar Yusuf will be there, Professor Abdullah will be there, and I think we shall get somebody from the center.
Yes, yeah. You know, he is the one who assessed Professor Abdullah Hayabichi.
Okay, then we can get Professor Audu Hayabichi to represent the Center for the Study of Nigerian Languages, where he also contributed a lot, and where Professor Ibrahim Yare Haya lived, since you are honoring also Ibrahim Yare Haya. So we shall send a powerful delegation from this university to that place.
And the consulates are around so that you can liaise with them with the issue of laissez-passer.
No problem. We are here for that.
The Professor Abdullah will coordinate this. We will coordinate everything. Inshallah, we shall give him the list. They will coordinate. We shall give them the university bus to travel all the way. Possibly spend a night in Sokoto.
Yes.
And then from Sokoto hit the road.
You can do it in one day.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you do it in one day?
Yes, if you leave at 7 o'clock, Kano, you will reach Sokoto by 12:30.
Yes.
Then by 1:30 you are in Koni, and Koni to Niamey is 400 kilometers. So by 7 o'clock in the afternoon, you can reach in
But what about the checkpoints, roadblocks, the show road?
No, babu roadblock. Akwai check in ka zo ka nuna paper shi kenan babu. Ni kullum in na tashi a nan sai in bi ta Sokoto da karamin mota. In na bar nan Kano karfe 7 zan shigo Niamey karfe 7:30 ko karfe 8. Kuma in sai yi sallah a hanya yi a kullum.
Kai sallah a hanya ka
yi sallah a hanya.
Insha Allah.
Kuma ma da hanyar Maradi bai da ana gyara. Ada ba zai kai ma haka.
Kuma in Allah ya sama in na ga cewa lokacin na da time I will come. Zan gani, if I can go, Niwa zan je. I have never been to Niger in my life. Na kira ka taɓa zuwa Niger? Ka taɓa zuwa Niger? Hau da Allah. Barar ko? Ba taɓa shiga ba. Around there?
Around 9. And we reach there around 9.
Okay, no?
Da Maradi a lokacin da hanya yana da kyau. Ana gyara, ana yi sabon kwalta, ana ba ta lokaci gaskiya tsakanin yan gari gida wani da madawa, ana ba ta lokaci saboda an
amma yanzu ta Sokoto ne.
Amma ta Sokoto ya fi, ta Sokoto. By 7. Akwai ba sabon hanya da kaci da zuwa Sokoto. Akwai sabon hanya. Ilela kwalli.
Ta shinkafi ba? Za ka kewaye su zan fara.
Shi ba yana
An gama hanya?
An gama hanya, sabon hanya.
An gama sabon hanya.
2 hours 30 minutes ta kai ka daga Katsina zuwa Sokoto.
Okay, za a demo mai sa hanya. Sai su.
No, insha Allah za mu je. Akwai ban fa'un committee ne yanzu in ce kaza wani abu ya taso daga Abuja ko amma in dai Allah ya kai mu around the 18th na ga cewa I'm okay. Wallahi ina son mu taɓa zuwa za mu je sai mu zo mu wallahi sai mu je wannan taron ma zai yawa za mu zo da kuma ba Chancellor insha Allah
To dama akwai minista na
daga Abuja ma akwai zirgi. Akwai zirgi.
Minista na communication na can kuma yi arrangin da su shi ne zai zama so zai mu ba kotu
Aska ya suna kawai. Aska.
ga shi ma ɗan jarida
to ya yi kyau
tun da haifa delegation da dama maka ci shi.
very good insha Allah za mu try sai wani biya ta zama haka ba akalla da ambassador professor Danti da chief imam of Kano Professor Zahardin kuma vice chancellor we shall try and come
Baby sai ne muku babban zaki. Ba sai da shiga cikin